What's up guys, my name is Mark, but you guys can call me Redemption, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be doing a review on the new Galaxy S8. So here is the new Galaxy S8 in all its glory. This video is going to be about the features that I love about the S8 and some of the features that I do not like about the S8. So first of all, let's go ahead and start with this design. This design is actually one of their better designs. I have owned every single Galaxy there has been, and this is by far the best design they've ever had. They did include the edge display on this one, as you guys can see here. They went ahead and blacked out all the bezels. The old Galaxy S7, it was kind of a darker grayish, and they ended up blacking out, which I really like. I really like the really smooth looking blackout phone, and they did a really good job in actually smoothing it in right into the bezel. It's really bezel-less, as you guys can see when I turn it on. The display just kind of falls off the screen. Back is made with the Gorilla Glass. The one thing I don't like about it is that it's very fingerprinty. But other than that, this is an awesome phone. So right off the bat, we're just going to go ahead and get this out of the way. A lot of the complaints that people are saying is about this fingerprint scanner. And honestly, when I'm holding it, it is not that tough to actually reach it. But it does kind of get in the way of the camera, as you guys can see there. So that is one of the biggest gripes of people. Also, new to this phone is no longer a home button. This is actually a digital home button. When you press it, it gives you like a haptic feedback. It simulates the press of a button. There, they say there is something in the design on the bottom of the screen. I thought it was going to be a lot more clickier, but it's not. It's all vibrations. We're going to go ahead and jump in on some of the features that I like. One of them being is this edge panel. I've never owned an edge display. I know they did it with the Galaxy S6 and the S7, and they had a Note Edge as well. And I always wanted to purchase it, but never did. And I actually do enjoy this edge display. If you guys can see, it actually gives you a little bar down here on the side, which you can slide over. Now, this app edge, you just go ahead and customize it any way you want. There is a bunch of these edge panels in the Samsung store, which you can download yourself, as you guys can see here. I really like my front display to be very clean and neat, so I don't have any apps besides the Xbox remote on there. So I put all my apps on the edge there, and I'm able to create folders, as you guys can see, and then label them as I want, click on them, and then all what I would have on my front screen is now on my edge. So when I click home, it actually all disappears and gives me a cleaner looking display. Another of the things that I have on here is the music player. And I also have the notes. This is actually pretty handy. I really do like this one because you can just swipe it and add a quick note, and you can view it anytime you want, say a grocery list or a to-do list or whatever. So this is really neat. And then you also have this capture mode, or smart select, which gives you a couple different options. You know, you can choose the rectangle, and essentially it's giving you a screenshot, but it also can read the text that is on the screen. And so if you guys want to copy the text, this is one way to do it as well. If you guys are not familiar with the Galaxy lineup, you used to be able to hold down the home button and the power button, and it would give you a screenshot. Now, since there is no home button, you guys have to use the power button and the volume down button in order to get a screenshot, which can be a little tricky sometimes. It is easy to do. As you guys can see there, I just went ahead and screenshot it. This phone comes equipped with a bunch of features. Another one of the great features, if you guys didn't know, on the older S8, you were able to double tap your home button and it would quick launch your camera. Now you're able to do it with the power button as well. So you double click it and it launches your camera. And since we're here in the camera, one of the new features that they added is the zoom mode. You can actually now slide and zoom, and you can actually control your zoom as slow as you want, which is a good feature to have. And they also went ahead and added like these Snapchat filters. I don't know if I'm gonna be using this a lot. I think I'm just gonna stick to Snapchat as because they create all their new ones and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with that. Another cool feature that Samsung added to this, since they did have the fingerprint scanner in the back, is they added this IR scanner, which scans your eyes, and you're able to use glasses with it and open it up, giving you a little bit more flexibility if you guys don't want to use the fingerprint scanner in the back, because it does leave a little bit of smudges on the camera lens. So that's one thing that you try to avoid. And also with this fingerprint scanner in the back, they also added a feature where you can actually swipe the back of it, and you actually pull down your notification panels. Now to do this, you go into the settings options, and then you're going to scroll down into the advanced features, where you can go ahead and enable this fingerprint sensor gesture right here. And what that's going to do for you is going to allow you to swipe the back of the fingerprint scanner and actually bring up your notification panels. You can also swipe it up and remove them, as you guys can see there. So that's a neat little feature that they added. Another feature that I do like that they did add is this blue light filter. If you guys go ahead and turn it on, it actually dimms it down, makes it a warmer tone, so when at night it actually relaxes you a little bit better and it's easier on your eyes, which is very awesome. Now you can access this feature two ways. You can go into the setting display and then enable the blue light filter, or you can swipe down under your notifications and activate it there, or you can set a schedule. I actually have it set for a schedule, but for the reason of this video I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Now this model here is the Galaxy S8 Plus, so it is a little bit bigger to handle. As you guys can see, I am navigating through this phone with one hand. Sometimes you do need two hands, but I do like that Samsung added a bunch of accessibilities for you to use in case you can't reach it. And one of my favorite ones is actually in the camera. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the camera. One of the features that I like about this camera is that it does allow you to take a selfie by just tapping on the glass. I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that for you guys. As you guys can see here, I have the front facing camera. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap on the screen and it's actually gonna take a picture. So it brings it up under my gallery, and there's a picture that I took. And to be able to enable this, you actually just go into your settings here. You go ahead and scroll down into ways to take pictures, and then you can go ahead and type the screen. You can also show your palm of your hand and it'll take a picture, or you can use your heart rate sensor, which is located back here. Now, if you guys don't want to do that, there is another feature as well, which I think could be very useful, and it's this floating camera button. And what this does, if you go ahead and enable it, it actually gives you a little floating button that you can capture it. So let's say you're taking a selfie and you're holding your phone such as this way, you can now tap this button and it'll take a picture as well. Now this button, you can actually move it around, whether you're left-handed, right-handed. If you're holding it lower on the screen or if you're holding it higher, you can move this button around, which is a nice little feature to have in this phone. So another little feature that I do like about this phone is these buttons are all now digital. Now depending if you're from a different Android device, you usually have the back button on this side. So there is a way to enable that. You just go into the settings here. You're gonna go into display, and then you're gonna scroll down into the navigation bar. Now in this navigation bar, you can see the button layout, and you can actually switch it from side to side, which is nice. Also here, it allows you to set your sensitivity on the home button on how hard you have to press, which is kind of nice. Now another feature that they added is now you can customize the bottom bar with a different color. So as you guys can see, the bottom bar, I'm changing the color, and this allows you for different customization of your phone, and it allows you to really personalize your phone any way you want. Now straight out of the box, I know Samsung advertised that it is a 4K display, which it is, but straight out of the box is just going to be full HD, which you can go ahead and change it here as well and make it into 4K, as you guys can see there. I just run it at 1080p because it conserves the battery life a little bit better, and it looks really great. I mean, you really can't tell the difference besides some of the pixels in the front or the top and the bottom. So I just leave it at 1080p. I think it's totally fine the way it is. Now, as always in a Samsung, you're able to adjust which notifications you want to come through. So if you guys come into the settings and you click on this notification tab here and go into all the apps, you can select here. If you guys have a game that you don't want you to send notifications all the time, you can actually turn the notification off and it won't send it to you anymore. This existed in the Galaxy S7, so it's a nice little feature that they kept. Another feature that I do like, I actually like to have my calendar on the side here. So as you guys can see, this is dark. This feature wasn't available before, and to be able to do that, you can actually just go into the settings button here and it'll tell you the background color. You can set it to white or you can set it to black, and then you can choose your transparency if you want it really transparent or if you just want it all dark. I keep it a little bit transparent just because I like to see a little bit of the image in the back sometimes. Another great thing about this display, as you guys can see, it is a really big display, so sometimes when you launch some of your apps, you're actually going to go ahead and lose that, and there is a way to fix it. I'm going to go ahead and launch here a Mario Run and show you guys. As you guys can see here, this is actually a black bar that shouldn't actually be there, and this is added just because of the resolution of the game, the way it's set up. But like I said, there is a way to change it. What you want to do is you want to go into your settings here, and then you go into your display, and you're going to go into full screen apps, And here you can pick and choose on the ones you want. Some apps are already gonna come automatically, like Facebook, so it'll give you a full screen. But now if you go ahead and switch it on and we go ahead and launch that app again, you're gonna see the difference in it. So as you guys can see, that made it full screen. And it's not gonna let me because I'm actually on airplane mode for the sake of this video. You guys can see there in the foreground, that black bar now is smaller because it's using up all the display. So I know for me, like the Snapchat feature was actually blocking out a little bit by that black bar, so I just went ahead and went into that setting, put it in full screen mode, and everything's been working fine. Now another thing that came with this phone is these AKG headphones, as you guys can see here. Now these were priced at approximately $99 because the Galaxy S8 did decide to keep the headphone port, so they just went ahead and added a higher quality. And now AKG is a well-known brand, and I actually like the design of this. They're actually shaped, they're designed to direct the music down into your ear channel, which gives you a better sound quality. One of the other features that I like about these headphones is that they actually give you a braided cable. I don't know if you guys can see it there, but yeah, this is a braided cable. It's only braided up to a certain point, as you guys can see there. But this is awesome because they don't tangle up. I mean, you can roll them up, as you guys can see, and they're not gonna tangle up on you. So they're perfect for traveling headphones, and they're actually a very good quality. If you guys don't like the quality of the sound that you are getting, there is actually a way to tune it in the Samsung here. Natively, you're gonna have to download this Samsung Music Player, but once you have this Samsung Music Player, you can go ahead and go into the settings here and go into Sound Alive. Now, one of the features that I like that Samsung's always had for the last few years is this adapt sound. So if you go ahead and go into this adapt sound, there's actually 3 presets. One preset is for people who are under 30, the second one is for people who are 30 and 60, and the third preset is for people that are over 60. Now you can do your own personalized, and you go in here and you actually start beeping and all this stuff, and you go through it, and it actually gives you a better sound quality for your ears itself. So let's say you have a little bit harder hearing from the left ear than the right, it'll actually amplify the music on the left so it sounds equal for you, which is a really nice feature. Now you can also go into this settings here, and you can choose a regular equalizer, or you can navigate these toggle buttons here and choose a higher bass or a treble if you want more instrumental or more vocal, or you can go into the advanced feature and actually get into it there. Now these are just some of the features that I like. This phone is packed with a ton of features, and it would just take absolutely way too long to go into the phone and actually explain all of them. So if you guys have a question about the phone, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll go ahead and answer it and or make a different video for it. Now another feature that I do like is the themes. If you guys don't know about the themes and you're new to Samsung, let me go ahead and show you how you can access these themes. These themes, you can go into the settings here, and you're gonna go into this wallpaper and theme display. Now once you go in here, you can change your wallpaper or go into the theme store. Now in the theme store, they always add a bunch of new themes. I've actually purchased some of the themes, and the one I'm using right now is called the Hero theme, which it gives you a nice darker contrast look. But you can go ahead and change this. As you guys can see here, I can go ahead and change it to the default and hit apply, and it's gonna change the entire thing. So as you guys can see, we no longer have the black bar, now it's white. That's one thing that I do like about these themes, that you can just go ahead and change them to something that you like. You can also change the icons in the store. You can go ahead and hit more and select new, and I'm not connected to the internet, so it's not going to display them, but it'll give you all the new ones, and then you can set it here for the paid ones or free ones. And I really encourage you guys to explore this feature because it is a really nice feature. I'm going to go ahead and change it back to the one that I had. I know there's third-party apps where you can actually go in and apply any type of theme that you want, your keyboards and stuff like that, but sometimes those apps can bring viruses. So I like to just stay stock with the Samsung, which they really did a good job on their display this year. They went back to like the original Android, a little bit less of the TouchWiz. So I really do enjoy this phone. Like I said, I've had it for a couple of days now, and I've been using it. It's really comfortable. I don't have very big hands, so for me to have the S Plus and be able to navigate with it as quick as I can, that's a big plus. Now my wife does have the Galaxy S8, which I don't disencourage you guys to not get that phone either. I mean, that phone feels really good in the hands. It fits really well. Very easy to access the very top of the screen and the bottom. I just want to go with the Plus because it was a bigger screen and I like watching a lot of YouTube videos and Netflix, so that allows me to get a bigger screen resolution. If you guys have any more questions or you want me to do a video on a different feature on the phone, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll go ahead and do that. I'll also be doing a comparison with the Galaxy S7, which isn't very different, but like that you guys get to see the difference between the phones side by side and how this infinite display actually makes a difference on the phone. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I want to bring you guys something a little bit different, but if you guys like this video, make sure you drop a like on the video. Also, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It's Redemption1 Space Gaming, and hit the notification bell here to get notified of all my new videos and updates. And don't forget to check out all my other videos as well. If you guys could and share this video. This is a new type of video for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that the next one comes out in a little bit better quality. But I just want to say thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you guys on the next video.